the Suffragettes and Suffragists from 1897. Before 1832, only a tiny number of property-owning women were able to vote. But this gets worse when the Reform Act specifies that only male persons have the right to vote. By 1867, the National Society for Women's Suffrage is formed to try and create a unified front to campaign for women's right to vote. But the society is far from united. 30 years later, in 1897, Millicent Fawcett founds the National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies, and things become more unified. Fawcett takes a peaceful approach, mainly recruiting middle-class women and organising speaking events, lobbying and petitions. These are the Suffragists. But 6 years later, in 1903, no change has happened, and the three Pankhursts, Emmeline and her daughters Christabel and Sylvia, from the Women's Social and Political Union, are frustrated at the lack of progress and choose to focus on more active, highly visible campaigns, encouraging working-class women to heckle and protest. Their motto, "Deeds, not words." These are the Suffragettes. Despite support for a women's vote in Parliament, the government at the time will not allow a vote. So in 1905, the suffragette campaigns become more militant still, vandalising art, smashing windows, committing arson, and using hunger strikes when in prison. The suffragettes' actions initially draw people to their cause through the publicity they get, but their violence also damages their support, even hindering the outcome they seek. During the First World War, a truce is declared, and women take over many male roles in industry. In 1918, both men over 21 and women over 30 gain the right to vote. And finally, in 1928, women are able to vote on the same terms as men. Both movements, suffragettes and suffragists, and the war, play their part in bringing about this change. A final note: lowering the voting age to 18 for everyone only came into effect in 1970, over 40 years later.